Alright everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to Halo Campaign Evolved. We are basically done with the game. I have cold matcha. I can't really call it iced and I can't call it hot, but it is what it is. So, cheers to you. Alright, so we are on the very last mission, themaw. I could have probably beaten the game last time we streamed, but I don't know, something said to me, like, why don't we just make it its own episode? Because I do want to actually, you know, take my time. I don't want to rush, and I want to be able to really just look around, find Easter eggs and stuff. I mean, not look around like crazy, but yeah, you know, enough to satisfy the curiosity. Man, I really wish that this matcha was a little hotter. I always need that hot drink for the old throat. A lot of talking, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's resume solo game. It should pick us up right at the maw. Should hopefully play the cutscene again. Yeah. Let's just restart the mission. Get all that goodness. I do like this.
It'll hold.
We're not gonna make it.
We'll make it.
We are not gonna make it.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
There must have been something wrong with the coordinate data.
I just love the little snarky comeback. There must have been something wrong with the coordinate data. Oh god, it's so good. Alright, so we can't actually run off the, yeah, we can't jump out the edge here. I wish we could actually kind of like look over the edge though. Alright, so we're still in the same pod bay here.
We need to get to the bridge. From there, we can initiate an overload of the ship's fusion engines.
I forget when we start seeing the flood.
To destroy the ring.
Again, guys, just to let you know, we are playing on Heroic, and we are playing on Quality mode, not Performance mode. I don't really know how I feel about it. We might just go back after this, and you know, just kind of mess around, tweak some settings, you know, take a look at the campaign remix, all that stuff, you know. Oh, I didn't know that these guys show up if you sit here for too long. Oh. I don't remember the Sentinels showing up like that. That's, actually a pleasant surprise. I will grab the Sentinel beam. I was actually gonna take a peek in here just to see, like, you know, like what's over here. But, quite the surprise. Didn't think that was gonna happen. Alright, cool. Well, that's a, like I said, pleasant surprise. Pretty good. Oh, actually, I just noticed, if you look at the, I don't know if you guys could see this, in the top right corner of the screen, you can actually see some scratches and scuffs on Chief's visor, which is actually kind of cool. Although I would think that if you have futuristic technology, including futuristic visor, that cleans the blood off of it and stuff, I would think that that wouldn't really be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the game looks a little bit more gritty than it did before. So I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Just looks just a little too gritty right now. However, I don't remember all this fire and stuff, so this is actually pretty nice. Because I'm pretty sure, right, once you get out of the pod, usually the flood are already here. And, like, this door is open, and, like, you know what I mean? You're just kind of roaming around, ready to go. So... kind of a nice change of pace. Of course, we can... yeah, we gotta jump down there. So I want to jump to the other side here. I don't know what's going on down there. I'm actually gonna just bounce a grenade. Ah. Well, I think I know what was down there. I don't really remember that part, but then again, it's been a minute. Yeah, like I said, the game just looks a little bit more gritty this time around, you know, on this level. A little odd, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright. I just want to, like, look. Oh, here they come. The flood. I was talking to my brother, actually, about the flood. Because he doesn't really know much about Halo. Halo is a little bit before his time, you know? But he obviously grew up with me, so he knew Halo through that. So I was telling him about the flood and everything, and he actually was like, he's like, I mean, it seems like a really cool, like concept and a really good story, and I was telling him some of the backstory and the lore behind the flood and everything, and, you know, it really just goes to show that Halo, like Joseph Staten, when he came up with the story and everything, and whoever else helped him write that, which I forget if it's, like, just purely Joe's thing. Oh. Man, I don't know how that did not kill me. That's the thing, man. These little, like, flood are way, way, way better at, like, reinfecting the dead bodies and stuff. But like I said, in the last stream, when I played 343 Guilty Spark, if you guys watched that, I was kind of complaining a bit about the flood. Because I was like, you know, like, I feel like they just kind of, you know, like, you can't disarm them the way they used to be able to, and all that, but it actually seems that they fixed a lot of that in a patch that they released. So they released a patch on the day that the game went public to everybody, and it was like a 12 gig, it was like a 12.5 gigabyte, oh, shit, he's got a shotgun, he's got a shotgun, he's got a shotgun, get away. What you call it? It was like a 12.5 gigabyte, 12.5 gig patch, and then all of a sudden I started noticing you could shoot the arms off the flood, and I feel like some of their, like, aggression also changed. So I feel like, you know, that must have been a pretty common complaint, because you know, they decided to change it up. However, some of the flood do just kind of... Oh, there's hunters? Oh, shit! I forgot that there's hunters. I don't remember there being hunters in this part. Oh, God, I gotta... Yep, I'm going this way. Oh, alright, well, clearly we could cheese the hunters. Never mind, can't cheese them that good. I forgot about the hunters. I didn't know that they were in this part. I was not expecting that. You know what? Let's just hide over here. Don't see me. Don't see me. He saw me. Oh, okay. Assassination damage actually does more than I thought it would to them. Semi-disappointing, but also not so disappointing. Yeah, like, see how I just shot the shotgun, I shot the assault rifle off of that flood? See, that's the one thing, though, like I said, the hunters are still, like, they're tough, but they're not, like, that tough. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuel rod. I forgot that they had fuel rods in there. Of course, right as I said, I forgot that they had fuel rods, right? Insinuating that I would be looking out for that. Almost walked right into that. Yeah, I know that they made the zoom a big deal, but it's really not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Alright. I didn't see him there. I thought he got blown up. That's embarrassing. I'm dying more in this section than I did other sections. Damn, dude. They're like fucking snipers with those fucking fuel rods, man. You know, I don't really mind the hit markers, to be honest. At first, I thought that I would mind. But, I don't really mind them. You know, I think that it's good just to kind of, I think it's good just to kind of, like, because this game can be very busy at times. So I feel like by using those hit markers, it's a good way to, sorry, I'm just trying to focus on not dying. It's a good way just to, like, ensure that you actually shot and killed the thing that you were shooting at. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, you know, you might not know or you may not realize that you actually killed that grunt. You know what I mean? Alright. Now, do I want the fuel rod or do I want to keep the assault rifle? I feel like the fuel rod is a little bit more rare to come across right now. So I'm going to go with that. Just want to grab all the ammo I can for it. Alright, cool. See, that grunt might fucking have a fuel rod. Yep. I was like, not today. Not today. Alright, so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there might be a skull in this section, but, who knows? They do have a lot of skulls, though, in the campaign remix. They have a shit ton of skulls.
Let's get to work. need you to upload me into the control systems. The terminal is located next to the main view screen.
Alright, cool. Yeah, see, like, again, guys, I don't know if you could see that. At least, it's very apparent on my OLED, maybe not so much on the stream. But if you look on the edges of the flashlight, you can see that gritty Unreal Engine real-time rendering. Like, you guys see that right there? How it's doing that, like, crackly, like, fractal. You know, you see that? That's what I'm talking about with the Unreal Engine. Like I said, it's very poor when it does this real-time rendering thing that it does. And it ends up just ruining the game.
I leave home for a few days and look what happens. This won't take long. There. That should give us enough time to make it to a lifeboat and put some distance between ourselves and Halo before the detonation.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. Really?
Oh, hell.
Ridiculous. That you and your warships ain't
Ridiculous.
a wealth of knowledge. Weren't you worried it might be captured or destroyed?
He's in my data arrays.
Alright.
A local tap?
You can't imagine how exciting this is. To have a record of all our lost time.
Yo, I love
Human history is
Guilty Spark, man.
Oh, how I will enjoy every moment of its categorization. To think you would destroy this installation.
He loves categorizing it. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Almost too shocked for words.
Almost too shocked for words.
He stopped the self-destruct sequence.
Why do you continue to fight us, Reclaimer? You cannot win. Give us the construct, and I will endeavor to make your death relatively painless.
See, I like how, at least with the animation, you know what I mean, that at least Cortana, you kind of see her doing things like typing and like swiping things away.
He's an engineer.
That like she could see something that we can't see. So I do like those details, but again, man, I'm you know, and like I said, she looks good in certain angles, and in other angles she just doesn't.
Not much. A well-placed grenade,
You know.
perhaps. But why? Okay, I'm coming with you. Chief, Sentinels. Transfer me back to your suit. We need to go.
Like I said, man, some of these cutscenes, fantastic. Alright. Now, there was a skull down here, but I'm... Oh, nope. The floor is gone. Alright, never mind. See, now this... Hold on. Can I jump out here? Okay, hold on, guys. No, see, look, you can't jump out. It won't let you jump out of the ship. I wish it did, though. You know? You might be wondering why. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Chief, we need to get to the engine room. That's
wish I
the only
could.
other place where the monitor can override
All
the
right.
self-destruct sequence.
let's get out of here.
The
Let's
ship was
do what we
heavily
gotta do.
damaged when it crashed. Head to the cryo chamber. We should be able to get to the engine room through there.
Oh god, do I hate the fucking flood. But again though, guys, I am really happy though that they updated the game to actually be able to dismember the flood. Oh. It was a very close one. Come on, bitch. Get over here. Oops. Shot you right in your face, dude. Man, there's a lot of these bitches. Alright. But yeah, so like I was saying, though, I'm really glad that they updated the game at least so that we can dismember them, because originally you could not. It was either they were dead or they were dead. Like, there was no other choice. You either, like, shot them and then they broke apart when they went down. Like, you could break them apart, but you couldn't... I want to see if there's any fucking skulls. Which, I mean, I don't like to waste time looking for the skulls, because I don't know where they are. I don't know the requirements for them. Oh. Oh. Hunters. And that's why I saved this. See, I just wish that they were a little bit more... Oh, I accidentally killed myself. I wish that the hunters were just a tiny bit more aggressive, man. They're real... Like, it's kind of unfortunate. Because I almost feel like the OG Halo hunters would have followed me into this room and fucked me up. Like, they would have been, like, on my ass. And they're not. And that's kind of upsetting. That's my biggest takeaway from it. Like, there's certain things that aren't really that great, but then there's some things that are pretty nice, you know? So I'm kind of caught in the middle, but overall, though, again, like I've said, I really don't like... you know, I don't know. Like, I just really... I'm not liking it. I'm not digging it. You know what I mean? I'm just not really enjoying... I mean, listen, I'm enjoying playing Halo Combat Evolved. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm playing Combat Evolved. It's got improved graphics. I'm kind of getting used to the whole flow of things now by the end of the game. So, you know what I mean? Like, so there's that, you know... You know what I mean? I figured out, like, how to work the aimbot. Oh, God. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable with it now. I'm used to the... I'm used to the sensitivity. I'm used to all that. It just kind of sucks that, you know, it's not a little bit better done. You know, and I do think that it would actually be really nice to have Firefight. They should definitely add that, you know. Not that I want to be the dude to, like, tell them exactly what the fuck to do. But I do think, though, that we are missing out with Firefight. They should absolutely include Firefight. That would actually make this game worth people playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would really make it worth it, I think. Or that would make it more worth it, just another added benefit. I kind of like what they did to this room. Looks a lot more fucked up. You know what I mean? Because, like, initially, when you're in this room, it's not all, like, on fire and stuff. Like, it's actually kind of, you know... I don't remember these being down like that. I kind of remember us having to jump up onto the ledge. So that's nice. There we go. Like I said, I'm passively looking for skulls. See, I would have put one, like, right there. Would have ran right past that shit. I almost fell off. Alright. I know we gotta go that way. But I'm gonna grab some ammo. Oh. The thing is that these little, the flood spore... Oh. See, as soon as I heard I stuck them, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die. What was I saying? I like how, like, the little, flood, like, spore guys, right? I don't know what exactly you would call them. Infection forms, right? Maybe? I like how they actually do more damage to you. I mean, they always did, but now they really, if they gang up on you, they could kill you. So I do like that. And, like, they stick on you, and they do extended damage. I don't know if you guys have, like, noticed that if you're playing. Alright. Let's grab the rest of that shotgun. Damn, man, they're just, like, coming. Alright. They're not really stopping. Oh, God, I'm gonna die. See, like I said, the little fucking flood guys, the infection forms, they gang up on you, and then you're basically dead. Alright. Let's not fuck around as much here. Let's just get in there. But I kind of want that shotgun back here. And like I said, that's kind of the... It's kind of the issue with, fuel rods and stuff, man. Like, they're good, but... Yeah, I feel like the plasma rifle is actually better off at killing the infection forms. Oh. Alright. Because, like, that auto-aim, it kind of locks onto them just a tiny bit easier. What's over here? Just a bunch of fire. Oh. This looks new. Maybe it's not. Are those more hunters? Or are those big brute guys? Nah, it's hunters. I thought maybe it was those primordial dudes. Alright. Yeah, I feel like this is not a great place to fight hunters right now. Actually, I almost feel like maybe the sentinel beam would be better against the hunters. Alright, well, we got one hunter down. Two hunters down. Oh, elites on that side. Alright. Let's reload real fast. And... Alright, nice, nice, nice. Let's kill him down there. Yeah, Sentinel Beam's not bad. It's not a bad add-on. Say before more fucking dudes show up. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's just keep going. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna keep spawning. I'm just looking for skulls, like I said, passively. Wait, we're in the armory, but aren't there invisible flood in here? Am I mistaken, or... I feel like there's invisible flood in here, but I'm not sure. I'm also just looking at the top of these. I know that there's a skull up here in the first mission. But I'm not seeing them now. So, probably a negative on that one. Alright. Cool. I used to love this part. This is fun. But, let's see how chaotic it's gonna be, though. Usually it's pretty chaotic. But, see, in this version, I don't know how chaotic it's gonna be. And now with the sprint, you know what I mean? The fact that we could sprint now is, you know, it's kind of a game changer.
That will expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive core.
Oop, Covenant Dance. There we go. This is one of the best tracks in the whole fucking game, man. Alright, I was hoping maybe there'd be a skull back there, but nope. There's probably a skull up there. Like I said, the sprint ability is going to be really good on this part, I think. Oh!
Good. Step 1 complete. Now,
Oh, fuck, wait, I thought there was a tunnel there. I thought that there was a tunnel that goes through to the other side. Maybe they changed that? Maybe there's no tunnel anymore? Alright. I thought there was a fucking tunnel.
Engine room
Unless I'm
located.
tripping.
We're here. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures.
Right, is that not the tunnel right there? Oh, that is the tunnel. I missed it. Damn.
That will expose a
See, I
shaft
feel like a
that leads
skull
to
would
the
be
primary
perfect,
fusion
just
drive
right in
core.
here. Alright. I'm yapping.
Recategorizing data for processing and storage now.
You know what? I feel like a shotgun is actually not great in this part. Yeah, there we go.
Good. Step 1 complete.
Oh,
Now,
I did not mean to do that.
ship's 4 fusion reactors.
But maybe it'll work out.
Catalyst explosion to destabilize the
Oh.
magnetic containment field surrounding
No,
the
I fucked that one up. I fucked that one. Oh, look, they're teabagging me. You guys see that shit? It's fucked up. Alright. You guys, if you've been watching, you know I don't like to use sprint, but
Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures.
it's just gonna move things along, you know what I'm saying?
First, we need to pull back the exhaust couplings.
Alright.
That will expose a shaft that leads to the
There
primary
we go.
fusion drive core. Good. Step 1 complete.
Oh.
Now we should have a straight shot into
Yo,
the
there's more of
fusion
these
drive
fucking guys than I remember. You know, I'm gonna run back to the armory.
catalyst ex-
Shotgun is no good. Shotgun's no good. We need more range. Yeah, we gotta be able to, like, shoot these fucking things. Magnum, full stop. Alright.
Engine room located. We're here.
Alright, cool.
Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through it.
Yeah, thanks, Cortana.
First, we need to pull back the exhaust couplings. That will expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive.
Alright, we gotta expose the shaft. Thank you, Cortana, for that. Alright.
Revision and repair protocols continuing. Please wait for update.
I mean, I'm sure they're gonna just keep on, Oh god, these little Yo, the little fucking flood keep on jumping on me, man. Holy shit. What a pain in the ass. Alright, you know what? Let's go left instead this time. How about that? We'll go left.
Engine room located. We're here. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through it. First, we need to pull back the exhaust couplings. That will expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive core.
Yeah. We're gonna go left. We're gonna see how much better we do.
Revision and repair protocols continuing. Please wait for update.
Alright, well, at least I timed that drop just a tiny bit better. Oh. Yo, I don't remember all these fucking sentinels being here like this. I just remember the flood and maybe like 3 or 4 sentinels. I don't remember all of these fuckers, man. Damn. I almost feel like I should run back and grab a plasma pistol now. You know? Even like instead of the fucking Magnum, but it's just gonna suck because a plasma pistol's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna do much against the flood. Alright, let's just do the AR and see how that goes. Man, I don't remember them being that hard.
Engine room located.
All right.
We're here. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through it. First, we need to pull back the exhaust couplings. That will
we're gonna
expose
sprint.
a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive core.
Hardware and software configuration are below required specifications.
Good. Step 1 complete. Now,
Yeah, it's impossible.
straight shot
You
into
gotta
the
like,
4 feet.
you need a sentinel beam. That's what I'm thinking. You need a sentinel beam, otherwise, you know. All right.
Engine room located. We're here. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures.
All right.
I'll walk you through it. First, we need to pull back the exhaust.
Yeah, because I don't remember there being
That will
any
expose the
secret
shaft
sauce
that
to
leads
this.
the primary fusion
Like,
drive
I'm
core.
pretty sure it's just like take out the dudes, wait, hit the button, wait. There's a lot of like waiting.
straight shot into one of the ship's 4 fusion reactors. We need a catalyst explosion to destabilize the magnetic containment field surrounding the fusion cell.
Not bad.
Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance.
I say that looked different.
Analyzing.
I don't remember it looking like that.
Reactor number 1 destabilizing.
All right.
Use explosives on the other 3 reactors to destroy their core.
See, I just don't like how Cortana almost sounds like a tutorial voice. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't sound very commanding. She sounds very, like the weapon from Infinite, which I don't really like.
Are you perhaps ill?
Alright, let's get to the other side. Not bad. We actually did it. Which is great. Alright. Alright. It's not so bad. This is kind of similar to how I remember it being. Because I didn't remember there being so many fucking Sentinels, man. I was like, that's a lot of dudes. Alright.
Keep it up. Only 1 more fusion reactor to go.
Are you perhaps ill?
That's it. The engine's gone critical. Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get off the ship.
Cortana to Echo 419. Come in, Echo 419. Roger, Cortana. I'm Region 555. The Pillar of Autumn's engines are...
Alright, I gotta go back up top, right?
Immediate extraction. Approach
Alright.
the crash site and be ready to pick us up at External Access Junction 4C as soon as you get my signal.
Alright, let's do this shit.
Affirmative. Echo 419 going on
Let's do this shit. I'm kind of like, honestly, I'm getting that, like, excited fucking feeling, like when I was a little kid playing this. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something about this part of the game where, like, you're just, like, ready to go, man. I don't know if I should grab the fuel rod, but... Oh. Nice. Okay. That was actually a really fucking good, That was pretty good. That was a good throw. I didn't think that they were gonna be right there. Fucking dude, I thought that that got them all killed. I thought that we killed them. Son of a bitch. Ah, fuck. Alright. That was kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Alright, I'm gonna sprint because, you know, sake of fucking time here. See, I don't remember these, like, little, like, platforms here. Like, you see this? Alright. You know, I'm actually gonna grab the fuel rod. I feel like this is gonna be a little bit, you know... Okay. One problem with the fuel rod, man, it just bounces. It's the one big issue with it. Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything's fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. Son of a bitch. Alright. I can't believe I've died this many times. It's the one thing with the enemies, man. Like, they bounce, dude. It's like they're made of fucking rubber. Alright. I have one rocket. I'm gonna say, watch, the grunt is still alive. He's right there. I would have flipped. Would have fucking flipped, dude. Flipped. I would have been mad. Alright, hold on. We gotta... Alright. I'm really excited for this part, man. Like I said, I heard that they redid it and made it make a little bit more sense, which is good. Because I always felt like the original Warthog run, I mean, obviously it didn't make logical sense. There we go. Oh, yeah. Now let's see how they... Oh my god, this looks way nicer, dude. This looks fucking awesome. Oh, fuck yeah. See, thank you. They actually put a turn in here. I don't remember if that turn was in the last one. I know I could have taken that shortcut. Let's take a shortcut. There's got to be a skull somewhere over there. There has to be. There's so much to explore in this area. There's got to be something. See, the worst part about the Warthog run in the original game is the fact that the Warthog handled like absolute dog shit. It was terrible. Up. Should have taken the tunnel, man. That's okay. Take the long way. I don't know how they see, this is way better. Oh, oh, I'm gonna flip. Oh god, how the hell yo. How the how did I end up in here? Oh my god. There's no way. I'm reloading the checkpoint. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Dude, like, how did that happen? There was no way I was getting out of that. There was no way. Out of all the places I could have fucking landed, I landed right there. Insane. That was the most insanely unlucky thing ever. Alright. Alright. Up. Fuck. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna keep taking these shortcuts. See, I wonder what would have happened if I went that way. Oh, well, then there's the tunnel, okay. Then you come up over here, and then you gotta drive around. Okay, alright, so some of the rules still apply. The Sentinels, though, they, like, the beam pushes you a lot more. And I don't remember doing that in the first game. Yo, that was crazy, though. Oh, what the fuck? I was not expecting that, though, with that drop. Dude, that was nuts. So I'm really, like, I'm really happy about that. Alright, now I know.
Cortana to Echo 419. 2 Covenant Banshees are approaching on your 6. Evade. Say again, evade.
See, this makes way more sense. I like this a lot. I'm gonna go up this way.
Breaking right. Damn! Too late!
I like this whole outside area. This is a great thing that they did.
We need to get through that mess and rendezvous with Foehammer. Don't stop for
At least they give you another Warthog. Oh god. This is fucking tight. That's a fucking tight squeeze. Up. Get in, get in, get in, go! And now with the grunts with the plasma pistols, see, this is so much better. I want to see what this looks like this time.
Affirmative, Cortana. Foehammer inbound.
Where is she? Where is she? Up. Ah, no, Foehammer, no! She's gone. Alright. Oh.
Echo 419.
Go, go, go!
Calculating alternate escape route. Ship's inventory shows one longsword fighter is still docked in Launch Bay 7. If we move now, we can make it.
Come on, hit me with that rock anthem for saving the world. Oh yeah. Guys, this is what gaming is for, man, right here. This is gaming at its fucking finest. Oh, there's another fucking route. I'm kind of curious where that goes. There's like another tunnel.
Chief, up ahead. We need to get across that gap. If you hit that ramp at top speed, we should be able to clear it. Jump!
Yeah, okay. Well, we made it here. Oh, yeah. Oh, the steam. Look at this. Like I said, man, they did a fantastic job with all the VFX in this game. So that is something that I will absolutely commend the team. Whoever worked on the VFX, dude, get that guy or girl a raise.
That's the ship. Move. We need to get aboard now.
Oh shit, they added hunters over here too? Oh god, of course I fucking... Look at this, they have hunters here. They got turrets. Oh shit. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
We're cutting it close.
Classic horror, he dropped the fucking gun. Why is the longsword so small, though? I feel like it was bigger. I used Keys' gun. Alright, that's a cute little nod. However, I would have liked to see the fucking flood, you know, storm them just a little bit harder. Alright, guys. Let's see how they changed the cutscene up. I mean, that looks pretty nice right there. And obviously you can't beat modern VFX for this kind of stuff. I mean... Oh, they still have the piece breaking off. That's good. I like that. Yep, collides. How does that look? Oh, that looks great.
Shut them down. We'll need them later.
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning. No. Just dust and echoes. We're all that's left. We did what we had to do. For Earth. An entire Covenant armada obliterated, and the Flood.
Again, she doesn't look bad there.
We had no choice.
In this one scene, she doesn't look bad.
Halo. It's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
Okay. Alright, guys. Well, we reached the end of Halo Campaign Evolved. Alright, so I guess final thoughts as, you know, speaking as an animator. I stick to a lot of the things that I said in my initial video, in my initial 2 videos. I think that the Unreal Engine needs to be mastered a lot more. I think that they cut a lot of corners. I think that they probably utilized a little too heavy on... they leaned too heavy, I think, on the real-time rendering that Unreal Engine has, and I think that they use their nanoparticle technology and dynamic lighting improperly. So they have this nano thing. I think they call it like nanoparticle or nano or some shit. And that's where you can load in pretty much any asset with as many polygons as you want. And that means that that's how you get a lot of unoptimized games, because the files are so huge. They're massive files. It's a lot for the games to render. You know, did I like the cinematics? I mean, some of them were good, and then others were absolutely abysmal. Did I like the in-game graphics? I mean, it's a pretty game, but, you know, Unreal Engine 5, like I always tell you guys, UE5, I stand by this, is not meant for games. It is meant for production. It is meant for a volume, kind of like what they did for The Mandalorian, that the volume that they made. For that input, I think that it's great for real-time mocap. So when I would do motion capture, running it through Unreal, it looks really nice. It's really good for presentation, and it makes it a lot easier for people to direct from overseas or anywhere in the world. When I had my studio, I had multiple camera angles, and you know, it was nice because literally you could zoom into and video conference into any of those cameras, and then you could virtually direct. So it was a pretty cool system. I enjoyed doing that, and you know, using something like Unreal Engine with that would have been great, because we only had Motion Builder at the time. I'm getting into the weeds on motion capture stuff. If you guys are into that, you know, you can talk to me about it in the comments, you know. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'd probably give, if I had to rate this out of 10, I would probably rate it at like a 5.5, like a 5. You know, I don't really know, because it's Halo Combat Evolved, right? That's what this is, except it has a new coat of paint. But with that new coat of paint, they changed certain things that I didn't really think needed to be changed. Like, instead of a rock bridge in Two Betrayals, right, there's that like strip, the strip that's usually like a rock bridge. Instead, it was like a Forerunner like built bridge. I thought that the Forerunner architecture was a little too shiny and new. I think that they could have used a little bit of like weathering on them. So I didn't understand certain changes. Other changes, I love the new Warthog run. I think that's really cool. I mean, you know, I like the change up. I think it makes sense. I think it makes way more sense to have it the way that it is, where it's like the ship is broken in half and you got to drive through the desert into the second half of the ship. I think that that's a fantastic add-on. Same thing, the library, I didn't mind it. I actually thought, you know, I said, okay, well, is it like super difficult? I actually thought that the library in this game was way easier than how it was in Combat Evolved. So I was a little on it, you know. I would have just liked to see them actually make it campaign evolved and do different things with the missions. Not every mission, some of them just leave it the way it is. But it would have been nice to see them take more creative liberty with it instead of playing it so safe. Like I said, my biggest problems with it is really the Unreal Engine 5 stuff. And that's the same gripe that I have with most Unreal Engine projects. I think that the only company that really has used like Unreal Engine correctly has been Epic Games. I mean, they created it. You know, Gears of War is, you know, it runs perfectly. Obviously, Gears of War E-Day, I don't know how that's going to run, but being that Epic developed Unreal Engine, I would really hope that it's nice and smooth and optimized. But yeah, man, I mean, that's my whole thing. I think that, while I think that they did a really good job, it definitely lacked in a lot of ways. Like, Sergeant Johnson, I did not like Sergeant Johnson's new look or voice. I did not think that he had that impact. And I think that that's the other thing, if I can comment on the actual voice acting in the game. I mean, Steve Downes is great, Jen Taylor's great. You know, I think that certain ways that they had Cortana, like, you know, like how they directed Jen Taylor in this game, I think was different than how they did it in the first game, because she didn't have as much like authority. You know, she wasn't as snappy and as sarcastic like Cortana usually is. She was a little bit more, like I said, kind of like the weapon from Infinite. I thought just a little too soft, a little too unsure, a little too like a campaign tutorial voice, like, hey, you know, there are cloaked enemies nearby, you know what I mean? Or like, hey, you know, interface with that computer. You know, to interface, hit right bumper. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Like, oh, you know, if you know, very like, oh, well, you know, if you look to your right, you're going to see hunters. Hit them in the back twice and then shoot them with a shotgun. You know, like she was too like sing-songy, I feel like, a little too soft. Steve Downs, he's great. Perfect. Oh, that's funny. That guy's name is Bradley Rossetti. It's my cousin's last name. I don't recognize that guy, though, so that's kind of cool. But in any case, yeah, I mean, you know, I just kind of think that, like I said, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. If they added more, then I would rate it higher. Because, I mean, once I got used to the game, by the way, there is a horrible, horrible aimbot in this game. Like, it will automatically lock you onto a target, and when I had my Magnum fighting jackals, it was like the jackal was invincible, because I aim at the hand, right, like the cut, you know, like the hand like slice in the shield, right, where you could shoot him to stun him. I could not hit that. It would not let me target that. Like I point Magnum, right, and it just goes like this. It moves over just slightly, and when it moves slightly, I can't shoot it. And it just constantly aims center mass, or it even will help you get headshots, which, I mean, you're making the game a little easier, you know what I mean? And maybe that's also why I didn't have as much problem with the Flood to a certain degree, or certain enemies to a degree, is because of that. I don't know. You know, if they had a way to turn the aimbot off, I think that I would find it playing a lot better than it is. And I am, like, again, guys, I am playing on an Xbox Series X. It's unmodified. It's just stock Xbox Series X. I keep seeing videos of people who trick out their their Xbox. So, but I just have a regular old Xbox Series X. I'm playing on a 32-inch MSI 321, what is that, UR, whatever that is. It's an OLED, it's a QD OLED. So, I mean, like, the colors and everything look good. My refresh rate on the monitor is obviously good, you know. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if maybe that just enhanced why I could see some of the issues. And I played on quality mode the whole time on Xbox. So I kind of wonder if I switch it to performance, if it'll make it just a little smoother, because at certain points it seemed a little clunky. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. You know, I think that, do I think they should do a Halo 2 remake? Absolutely not. I think that the Halo 2 anniversary is the best thing ever. And, you know, hats off to Blur Studios for doing Halo 2 anniversaries, cutscenes, and everything. But I would say for the next project, whatever they do with this, I mean, this should be a tech demo to a degree. It's like, okay, cool. You guys are clearly working on it. Halo can be made on Unreal Engine 5. However, I almost don't want them to use UE5. I think that that's going to be the problem more than the solution. And also, too, like, the fact that you guys are using Unreal Engine 5 and not doing, like, real-time in-game cutscenes. I think that that's a little weird. And you know what that kind of tells me? Is that they don't have it as figured out as you might think. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they don't have it figured out as much as you might think that they do. And that's problematic. I don't know. I just, yeah. I want them to more so do their own project. I think that they should just do their own Halo project. However, while I did not stream the prequel missions, I do know all about them. and I know that they suck. We're gonna play them, but I know that they suck. But I would say, though, definitely, again, certain things are great, and a lot of things are not great. And I think that they need to really get some better talent on this Halo team, because you could see the problems from a mile away. And this game feels rushed, and it feels like they put it out as quick as they could. Hence the 12.5 gigabyte download on launch day. Which, like I said, that did fix a lot of things, but certain things, like even in the last few sections where I kept getting killed by the grunt with the fuel rod cannon, I shot the elite and he bounced off the wall. That's something that you'll see throughout this entire campaign, is like rubberized enemies. You know what I mean? Like, you literally, it's like a Super Ball. You guys know, like, the little Super Balls? You shoot the elite, or you throw a grenade, and he literally bounces off of a wall. Like, he goes boing, and he flies right at you. He's like, boom. And he, like, you know, comes right to you, and then you just, you know, you pull out your shotgun, bah, you know, you're done. I don't, you know, like, I think that that's a big issue with their engine. Like, I don't, or with whatever physics they're working with, man. So, yeah, like I said, there's definitely a lot of stuff going on here. You know, and again, you guys might be wondering who I am, again, to be having this opinion, but I am a 3D animator, visual effects artist. I've been doing this kind of stuff since about 2011. Yeah, 2011? Yeah, 2011. It feels like forever ago. You know, especially with motion capture work, I do a lot of that. So, you know, it's, again, it's kind of crazy that we're having these problems in this game. And then I'm also, though, too, I'm looking at all this stuff. Skybox Labs Incorporated. Who are all these people? Snowden Studios. See, I haven't even been paying attention to the credits, besides that one guy's last name, who has the same last name as my cousin. It's just kind of, like, weird to me, because, like, Halo Studios, right, was supposed to have made this game. However, I see every other studio here that is not Halo Studios. So, what the fuck? And I've seen, like, UX UI, I've seen this, like, 8 times. So I just wonder, did they just outsource the whole game? Was nothing done in-house? And, you know what? If nothing was done in-house, that explains why there are so many different things. Like, there's so many different, like, the cutscenes look different. The lighting looks different. You know, some of the levels look different. Some levels look really good. Some levels don't look so good. So now it's kind of actually making me wonder, right? Like, did they just outsource everything? Because look, character art, lead artists, character artists, animators, you know. I mean, it looks like maybe China. I don't know. I mean, Zheng Yu, rather. I feel like that would be a Chinese. I have no idea, you know, obviously. But, you know, being that everybody here looks like they have a Eastern name, it's got to be an Eastern studio. But, yeah, environment artist, environment. So now this makes me kind of wonder, like, did they just, like, outsource the whole entire game? Oh, damn. Alright, so I might actually change my fucking rating to, like, a... I might change it to a 3.5. I'm gonna take off a 1.5. No, that's crazy. So if they... Yeah, so it looks like they basically... yeah, so it looks like they basically outsourced the entire game. Because look at all this. Look. Environment artist, and this is all from that one studio. So they outsourced the whole thing. That actually makes me really mad now. Not because, like, you know, other studio. I mean, listen, I'm sure this is a great, like, studio, or, you know, a studio that has a lot of good contractors, or whatever it is. But for those of you guys who are here, you know, there's 13 of you guys watching live right now, which I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to tell you a story, okay? I was actually supposed to work on Halo Infinite. So I was contacted by their recruitment team. They asked me to come to Washington to do motion capture for them for Halo Infinite. This is pre-COVID. This is like just before COVID happened. I think it was like the September. Yeah, I think it was about September before COVID happened. And, you know, I was given the choice. I said, you know, something told me not to go. Something said, you know what, Dave, don't do it. And I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna hold off. So I held off against my better judgment, right? You know, in hindsight, I'm like, well, I could have went, but here's the problem. I learned that with Halo Infinite, they hired people on, they kept you there on an 18-month contract. As soon as the 18-month contract was up, you got fired, you were terminated, and they did not rehire people. And that was the problem with Halo Infinite, is that you had people who were, you know, who were involved with the project. They hit the end of their contract, they were terminated because Microsoft didn't, I mean, after 18 months for a contractor, I think you would have to pay, I think then you would have to pay health insurance and like benefits and all that, and they didn't want to do that. So they ended up letting these people go at the end of their contracts, including the people who made the engine. So that's why Slipspace was broken. That's why Halo Infinite seemed like just like it was lagging behind in quality, and it's all because of that. So, you know, it's like, am I kind of happy I didn't go? I mean, yeah, 18 months later, I would have been doing mocap work. I would have been stranded in Washington State, no job, in an apartment. You know what I mean? Like, that would have sucked. So, you know, again, thankfully, and you know, I didn't go, but in any case, you know, Microsoft seems to have this issue with outsourcing and getting contractors to come in, and there's nothing wrong with contractors. I've been a freelancer for years and years and years now. Nothing wrong with that, you know. However, you know, you want to have an in-house team when you're working on these projects, and you want to retain those people. And when you make subsequent games, you want to have the same people making the games, because, you know, who's better than the people who made the first one to make the second one? You know, who's, you know, that's why Halo 1, 2, and 3, and Reach, but, you know, Reach, you were reaching for Reach, right? You know, I don't really like Reach as much as a lot of people do. But Halo 1, 2, and 3, same team, same effort. You know, they knew where they were going. And I think that that was the magic of what, you know, made those games. You know, and I think that these days there's just a lot of, you know, we're going to hire a contractor, we're going to outsource, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Not just in the game community, but also in film. You know, in film a lot as well. You know, there's just a lot of outsourcing and different studios doing different aspects of the project. And then you almost see this quality curve. You know, you might start here, right? And it's like, oh, look, here's the quality. And then it's like, whoa, it dips and then it comes back. And then it dips again and then it comes back. And then it dips again and it comes back. And it's like, well, why is it doing that? And the reason why these films are doing it like that is because it's a different studio. They do different quality of work. They have a different rendering engine. They have a different guy who lit this scene and didn't get the lighting precisely right, like the last scene. So now it looks weird. These continuity problems and all that. It's unfortunate, but this is where we're at. You know, Oh, look, they actually, here we go. Halo Combat Evolved with all the OGs. So this is nice that they put them in the credits. You know, this is nice. Oh, David Dunn. I one time met him on Xbox. In a random match. He was cool. He's a good guy. Oh, Paul Bertone. Yeah. Yeah, I recognize just so many of these names from watching. Marty O'Donnell, the GOAT. Mike Salvatore, of course. These guys are the guys that made Halo. These are the guys that made it what it is. So I'm really happy that they put them at least in the credits. But you know. Yeah. Yeah, where's Johnson? David Scully. David Scully just did such a better job as Johnson, man. I'm sorry for the new guy, man. I mean, I don't even think it's the new guy's fault. I think that it's the lack of direction in the voice acting that I think really got me. You know, here we go, Unreal Engine. Listen, I love Unreal Engine is gorgeous and awesome and fantastic. I've used it for a bunch of projects, but it's a slippery slope. Speed Tree, okay, well that explains why the trees look so good. I used Speed Tree back in the day when it first came out. You know, software I love too was Monster. That's the same software they use in Lord of the Rings for the armies and stuff. That was fun. That was good. All right, well, we've reached the end of the credits here. We play on Heroic, so I don't know what ending we're gonna get here. Okay, just the regular ending of Guilty Spark. All right, yeah, so like I said, that's my long rambling of what I thought of the game. But yeah, guys, I mean, look, you know what? It is what it is. You know, here's the thing. I want to see Halo succeed. I want to see Star Wars succeed. I want to see Lord of the Rings succeed. I want to see all these different fandoms that we love succeed. Marvel as well, you know. I want to see these things succeed. I want to see them do well. And I think that, you know, asking for quality should not be a controversial thing. And unfortunately, it feels like it is a lot of the time these days. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's see if we unlocked anything. I mean, I don't really know. Like, let's just kind of take a look. I think that if they really want to make this game bump up a level, add Firefight. If they add Firefight in a free add-on or a free update, I think that they would get a lot of people playing this game. Especially, too, like, you know, why have all these skins if you can't use them, you know? Yeah, so let's take a look. I'm just kind of curious what we got in terms of skulls, because I didn't really... Yeah, so we only found 9 out of 42 skulls, so... what do we have? Black Eyes, that skills only recharge when you... Yeah, Mythic, increase out, yep. Infinite ammo, that's cool. I always like those. Reload, randomize the pre-placed weapons for the mission. That seems pretty fun. Adaptation, randomizes the enemy factions present in the mission. So we could get the Flood on level 1. It's pretty cool. That's just wrong. Enemies have increased awareness of the player. Alright, so that makes them just more aggressive. Pop. Shooting Flood in their weak point causes them to explode. Oh no. Oh no. That sounds terrifying. Armistice. Enemy factions never fight one another. Oh, son of a bitch. Imagine that. Imagine the Covenant, the Sentinels, and the Flood all gunning for you. All at once. That's insane. Perspective. Okay, well, that's the third person mode. Which, again, I almost feel like the third person mode might look better than the first person. And again, that's one of the issues with Unreal Engine. Because, you know, it looks nice when you're zoomed out. When you're right in, I don't know. Yeah, but also, though, too, I think that UE5 just has a lot of issues that people don't realize and they don't think about. And you know what? The only reason why I say they don't realize and think about it, I think a lot of the talent at the studios are very inexperienced. And when you're inexperienced in proper game development, you end up not knowing about these little things. Maybe a little checkbox. Maybe something that, and it's like, yeah, that seems like a good idea, but it's not. And I think that that's a big thing too, you know? Terminals. So the terminals, are these just kind of like, they're all text-based, huh? Yeah. I haven't looked at anything since we started. Yeah, so it's all text-based. I mean, that's how you save money. Kind of sucks, but that's how you save money. I actually got a good amount of them. That's cool. That's good. Plenty to unlock. Plenty to go. Customizations. I don't know if I unlocked any new armors. I think I had this one before. This one looks really cool. Which again, guys, I did get the... I pre-ordered the game for you guys. So I could put out the videos sooner. You know, and like get everything going and give you my opinion sooner rather than later and wait. Whenever I do those things, I do it for you guys. I don't do it for me. I have no problem waiting for a game. Like, I just kind of think, like, let me get my opinion to you as soon as possible. You know? This is still a cool armor, man. You know? That's cool. And okay, so I just have what I had before. I didn't unlock any new armors. I forget if I had this one. I probably did. Milestone. I don't know what, like, how I got that one. I do like, though, how you could set everything to the OG. You know what I mean? Like, you could set everything to the old graphics, but, you know, they're, like, new old graphics, you know what I mean? Like, that stylized, like, you know, I think that that looks really cool. And it's also got to be kind of weird contrasting with the environment around you, where it's like your guns and everything are old, but the environment is like all shiny and new, you know, and high def, high res. So that's cool. Yeah, I mean, all this other stuff is stuff that I've had. Yeah, it doesn't really look like, you know, you unlock any real... that's so cool. It doesn't really look like you unlock any real, you know, anything for completing the game. Now, actually, this is a good way for me to show you guys another thing that I pointed out, just talking about the quality of the game. I don't like what they did with the Covenant and the redesigning of how their textures for their weapons and vehicles, weapons, vehicles, ships, placements, anything like that. So look at the fuel rod gun here, right? If you look at the fuel rod, it's really good because you could see it very well. I wish I could show you with my mouse cursor or with my hand, but I can't. So just look at the gun overall, but especially look at the middle section right above where your hand would go, right where the trigger. Like I don't even know if there is a trigger here. I guess it's that little like circle thing, but there are these hexagonal like patterns, right? So there's all these like little hexagon patterns. The Covenant architecture is usually smooth. So it's all smooth, right? They never had this hexagonal pattern. Reason why I hate the hexagonal pattern is because the Covenant, it's supposed to be smooth. Because it's supposed to be organic. It's supposed to be very organic architecture. You know, almost like they've mastered metallurgy so much so that there are no more like seams in terms of like seams in armor or anything like that. So when I look at the fuel rod, I don't like the texture. I almost wish that it was smooth, because it kind of sticks to the whole, you know, they are super high advanced aliens, like you know, highly advanced aliens, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, they mastered technology, because when you look at the fuel rod with the new textures, like, you think it looks nice because there's more going on, but in reality, you're actually kind of screwing with it. You know what I mean? Like, this almost looks like hammered copper. You know, I don't know if you guys ever saw like a hammered copper texture. I don't really like it. You know, it just doesn't look right to me. I think it looks a little too like, you know, to me it needs to be smooth, because like you could see it present on literally every single piece of Covenant gear. Like, even this texture here, right? You could see it again. If you look toward the middle, or if you look a little bit toward the end, like toward like the actual tip of like where the fuel rod would come out, you see that hexagonal pattern. I don't like that. I don't like it. I think that that's something that they messed up on big time with the textures for the Covenant stuff, and it's only for the Covenant stuff. Like, I don't mind if you look at the textures on like the Magnum here. I don't mind that. It's a standard brushed aluminum, you know, brushed titanium looking, you know, just brushed metal. That's not bad. I like the magazine. I like how it actually is extended a little bit outside of the handguard there and everything. Like, you know, kind of like an extended. It's a actual extended mag. I mean, you know, I think that that's fine. Like, that looks cool. But then it's really interesting, right? Because then you look at the energy sword, and the energy sword does not have that hexagonal pattern on the grip. So why'd they leave it off of that and they put it on every other Covenant weapon? I couldn't tell you. But you know, but that's my, you know, like I said, there's little things that they did in the game that I don't like. I don't know why they did it. Yeah, like, I don't know why they did it. But, you know what? Let's, I mean, honestly, we got through that last level pretty quick. Well, let's see here. So, bonus missions. This is the actual, like, prequel missions. I don't know if I want to do that right now. You know? Let me know, guys. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to hop into the prequel missions, or do you want to mess around with the campaign remix? Just let me know real quick. I'm gonna take a drink here. All right, I'm gonna wait like 2 more seconds. I'm not seeing any chats in here, guys. All right. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. First off, I'm going to customize my armor. Let's see, what can I pick? I kind of want to see what this looks like, man. This looks like the OG, like, Spartan, I want to say Spartan 1, but I guess it is Spartan 1. I mean, that one looks pretty fucking cool. Yeah, that's a little too, you know. This is just June, but wearing, like, you know, dark camo. I guess that's a brute skull on his arm. It's the only thing I could think of. Alright, I'm going to switch this to the mobile armor type 117, just because I want to see what that looks like. And then, let's do, yeah, fuck it. Let's just, like, I want to just throw... I'm just going to throw the different textures on everything and just see what it looks like. And then, we'll do, I want to hop into... Let's do Campaign Remix. We'll do it on Heroic. We'll do Pillar of Autumn. Rally Point Alpha. Okay, so here's actually... whoa, so what is all this? There's visual modifiers too? Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is all new to me. I've never actually clicked into this. So let's see. Campaign remix. Required skulls. So adaptation randomizes enemy factions. Okay, so that's required. All right. Armistice. Okay. Randomize. Okay, so the default campaign remix is they mix up everybody. Okay, that's kind of cool. Visual modifiers. All right, so spore visibility level visuals are blanketed in a heavy floodified fog. Okay, so that just makes basically smog everywhere. Sounds like that would suck. Night vision always on. I don't know what that means. I guess everything is green? That would suck. Alright, we're not going to do that just yet. Let's see. Shields only recharge. I never liked Black Eye. I always thought that sucked. Black Eye Skull is just really annoying. Enemies have increased health, infinite ammo. We could do the perspective mode. I mean, obviously we don't have a lot of the skulls. I could try out third person. See how that feels, you know? And kind of go from there. All right. Let's try it out. Imagine Pillar of Autumn with Flood. Pillar of Autumn with Hunters. But now, to my understanding, though, the cutscenes are pre-rendered, so you don't actually get to see your skins in the cutscene. And that kind of sucks, you know? Because I would have liked to see the skins that you choose in the cutscene. And that was the beauty of the way Bungie did it with the in-game cinematics. That was the absolute beauty of it. Because, like, you could be in the middle of a cutscene, and then, like, your buddy is flying around in a Banshee or something in the background, or you got people running around, jumping up and down, you know.
Cortana, all I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always
Like I said,
for tracking
I don't like the cadence of the voice acting. The voice acting is not great. The cadence is just off. The way that, like, you know what I mean? The way that they speak is just not, you know.
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in slip space.
And then I actually found out, I didn't know this, that the character we just saw, right, where Keys walked to look outside the, you know, that originally, it was a male character, and he was a facial scan of another, of a Bungie employee. I forget who, but Marty O'Donnell actually said that that was a scan of that employee, and that a lot of the Marines and the captains and stuff in the ship, they all had, like, you know, well, not all of them, but a lot of them were facial scans of Bungie employees. So, you know, that kind of sucks that they changed it, you know, like, I don't necessarily care about certain swaps, but, you know.
Please report to your action station. Let's go! Take it to him! This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Yeah, see, Johnson, like I said, you know.
move like you got a purpose?
Yeah. Like, he does a lot of weird, like, smiling and, like, weird facial expressions, man.
Man, here's where we show those split-chinned, squid-headed sons of bitches they couldn't have picked a worse
Now, we
enemy than
did,
the human race.
choose heroic again.
We are going to blow the
So
hell
this
out
is
of
his
those
heroic
motherfuckers
speech.
until we don't have anything
The
left
legendary
to shoot 'em
speech
with.
is fun.
And then
And
we're
then...
gonna strangle them with their own living guts. Am I right?
Oh, I like how that Marine has the little, get the little night vision square thing.
Now move it out. Double
That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I like that. I never noticed that in the first time I played.
External and internal contact imminent.
Oh, you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up.
See, now, I don't like this.
This is gonna be your lucky day.
Like, look at that, like, weird smile he's got going on. He's got, like, a weird Steve... First off, he looks like Steve Harvey. But, like, the animators, the way that they did the facial animations, it don't look right. It looks weird. And that's... Now, though, that I see all the credits and I saw how many different studios worked on the game, this isn't a Halo Studios game. This is a Halo Studios outsourced the game to everybody else and their mother and then put their name on it. You know? So that really, like, that's really annoying. And see, you could also kind of tell as well, they use a lot of raw mocap data, and you could always tell when somebody uses raw mocap data, and this is one of them. This is one of those moments, you know. And anything like raw data is not good. It's just not good. I mean, sometimes the mocap works out really well, but, you know, a lot of the times it doesn't.
Cortana to Cryo 2.
Most of the time, you have to edit stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you have to edit the motions that you capture, and you gotta clean them up to make sure that they're smooth.
Okay. Bringing low-level systems online.
Even that, like, the finger placement goes in the right place. You know, there's a lot to it, you know? Alright, so let's see if we get the flood on the Pillar of Autumn. That would be very interesting. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Quick thaw, Master Chief. Things are a little hectic right now.
Welcome back, sir. We'll have you battle ready stat.
Oh, are they gonna make me do the...
No freezer burn.
Bridge to Cryo 2. This is Captain Key.
This is kind of cool, actually. See, now, I wish that when I jumped that the back, like, animated, and, like, you know what I mean?
Aye, aye, sir. The skipper seems jumpy. We better get moving.
Like, that would be cool, but,
I need the self-diagnostics running at least.
Good idea. You'd better get to your evac group, Sam.
yeah, I mean, this is alright, you know.
I just have to reset the computer and I'm out of here.
I'm actually surprised that Xbox didn't take the opportunity to do a Doom guy.
God, they're trying to get through the door. Security.
Oh, wait, hold on. Well, what do we got? Is it Covenant or is it Flood?
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of
Oh,
here.
shit. It's the Covenant from, Yo, that's the Covenant from the prequel missions. Oh, I don't know how they're gonna vary compared to the normal guys. I mean, are they basically the same? I have no idea. Now, I actually want to look around for some skulls. Because I feel like there was supposed to be a skull up here. Wow, this third person is really weird. Like, I'm not used to this at all, man. This is, like, strange. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just feels weird. Doesn't even feel like I'm playing Halo. But like I said, though, you know, I'm sure I'm gonna get used to it, but, yeah. Oh, see, look, here we go. Got a skull. Oh, see, I wish I could, like, pick it up and then just start beating people over the head with it. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. So, I don't know what the new faction is called in the prequel missions, since I haven't played them just yet. Okay, you can actually see the flashlight on your face. That's actually pretty cool. It's a nice detail. Oh, damn, dude. Wait, whoa. Yo, they're shooting... Oh, my God. They're shooting fuel rods. Oh, God. Okay, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be real interesting. Alright, well. It's going to be interesting playing in third person, honestly. Actually, I want to see if they have any skulls back here. See, like, that's the thing. I don't know where they have skulls and where they don't. Actually, no, I lied. I do know there's a skull up here. Here we go. Magnified. I don't know what the fuck that means. Alright. Oh my god, wait, yo, now there's flood? Yo, what? So they just mix everything up. So you could literally get anybody. You can get flood with the different Covenant factions. That's like, it's pretty intense. I like it. See, and then like I said, this is my issue, the fact that they have pre-rendered cutscenes in Unreal Engine, which is a perfectly capable like engine for doing in-game cinematics. So it really just annoys me, the fact that they pre-rendered things when you are using Unreal Engine. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
With
But
those odds, I'm content with 3. Make that 4 kills. Sleep well.
like I said, certain scenes, man, she looks okay, and then other scenes, she looks absolutely terrible. Alright, let's see. I might just skip this. It's just, we already saw it, obviously.
We have to stop them from taking the bridge.
Now, just so you guys do know, there is a skull down here. I already got it in my first playthrough, but it's right here. And that's the perspective skull, the one that we're using right now. So, just so that you guys know. I don't know where all the skulls are. This is not a skull hunting video, you know, but you know what I'm saying. If I know where something is, I'm gonna point it out to you guys. You know, third person, it's definitely, yeah, I mean, it's gonna grow on me, obviously. I mean, this is very awkward right now, just because I'm so used to Halo being Halo. Oh. I, just got a rocket launcher. Oh, shit. Well, is that Brute? Oh, shit. Okay, you know what? That's actually really fucking cool. Okay, so Remix is actually really interesting because it's literally every single enemy in the game all fighting you at once. This is actually fucking awesome.
Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
This is fucking badass. I'm just glad that they actually, like... I'm just glad that they actually fucking did this. This is actually really cool. Alright, guys, well, yeah, I didn't really, yeah. I don't know, I'm kind of at a loss for words. I wasn't really sure what to expect. Ooh, we got the Spiker. Oh, look, and they got the Brute Plasma Rifles, too. Nice, man. Okay. Let's use the Spiker. See, now I kind of wish I was in fucking first person so I could look at the Spiker. Now, actually, one problem I have with the Spiker, if you look at it, right? Remember, guys, just because something has a lot of greeblies and moves does not make it cooler. I think that we have a serious issue with, you know, anything like that like moves and stuff. Oh, look, MREs. I actually never saw this. MRE, meal ready to eat. You know, some of the MREs are really good. Which one is this? Red curry pad thai. Sounds good to me. Let me know if you guys ever ate MREs. I love them. Honestly, I kind of love them. The beef ravioli is usually pretty good. And whichever one comes with chocolate. That one's pretty good too.
What the? We got contact. Keep it up,
I'm
All
clear.
right.
And stay down.
All right. Yeah, well, we're gonna run out of ammo in a minute here, but how does the sprint look in third person actually? Okay, so sprinting in... Okay, you don't look ridiculous, you're just running faster. Okay, see, so sprinting in third person actually makes sense. Sprinting in first person is a little...
Hey, I got one!
It's a little eh.
What the hell? Did something just hit us?
I'm gonna grab this.
Back to the airlock.
Damn, man, so they just threw every... like, see, this is... I don't know, man, I can't stop saying it. I honestly think this is the coolest fucking shit. Oh.
Keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
Honestly, it's a little harder to pay attention to your health. That's the one problem with the third person mode. Just a little harder to pay attention to the health because I'm so focused on everything around me. So it does kind of make the game a little harder just by playing in third person. I didn't think that it would, but it actually does. Let's grab the
They're
overshields.
using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft. We go out and they come in. Clever bastards. That's a Covenant overshield. I've created an interface.
See, this is what I don't like. I don't like how she kind of tells you about it. I do know that obviously not everybody has played Halo, but I do think, though, you know, you don't have to explain everything. Oh, nice. Oh. Two beam rifles? You know what? Nah, it's alright. Stick with the sniper. Alright. Oh boy. You know we gotta do it like this. So you know we gotta use the energy sword in third person. Right, actually, let's just see what else is over here. Any other... Oh, nice. At least they give you fucking... some ammo. Damn, man. Alright. Cool. This is so weird. But it is pretty cool, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun. Oh, where did he go?
This one's mine. Nothing to report.
Oh, what do they do? They squeeze through the door? Yeah, nah, man, this is cool.
Careful.
I mean, listen, I'm sure, you know, you're gonna get over it at some point, you know what I mean? But, oh, they got a lot of flood now. It almost feels like I'm getting ready for fucking Gears of War. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the Marines have they have a big problem with the fucking flood. Yeah, dude, I am literally, like, prepping myself to play fucking Gears of War. Cool. You know what? I'll give that guy the sniper. I wonder if they're gonna put any hunters. Are there any differences between the big hunter, like the big gold guys, like the white and gold ones, and the standard ones? I'm not really sure. Oh! Jeez, man. Cool. Yeah, like I said, we're probably just gonna play this one level here with the remix.
Covenant on the landing above us.
We got contact.
Oh. Throwing grenades in third person is very difficult. Yeah, no, it's definitely difficult in third person to a degree. Where'd he go? Nice. All right. Yeah, let me know, guys. What do you think about the third person mode if you played? You know, you can comment today, comment tomorrow, comment whenever. But I'm just kind of curious what you guys think. Actually, you know what? I have not used the needle rifle. I don't think I've used the needle rifle since Halo Reach. I always liked it. I thought it was good.
Crew and ops personnel on decks 9 through 12.
Oh man, okay, it actually shoots faster than I thought. Yo, those guys look really fucking cool. See, I'm down for this. That means though too, we should be able to get the battle rifle in this, right? Speak of the devil. Here we go. Nice. All right. Dude, this is just so cool. See, me as a kid, I would have loved Campaign Remix just because, like, when I was a kid, I used to do my own, like, challenge runs. So I would do, like, you know, handguns only, plasma pistols only, you know, like, I would do that kind of stuff. So I would almost, in a way, make the game harder for myself to begin with. Right, but now you don't need to do that. Like now it's like, hey, it's built into the game, you know, and that's it, you know. And I think that that's really cool. I've heard some people say, like, you know, Campaign Remix really isn't worth it, but I do think though that this is pretty cool. You know, like this is making, like, you know, inner little David very happy. You know what I mean?
Detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways.
Over there.
Hello. I think if you go all the way down this way, they used to have a door here that you melee'd open.
You can get behind them. One melee hit to the back will neutralize most hostiles.
All right, thank you, Cortana, for that very pertinent information that every Halo player should know. I was gonna say, there's like no...
Tracker shows all clear.
There's no enemies, you know? I'm like, what the fuck? Where is everybody? Oh, more MREs? Oh, wait, hold on. Which one is this? Pork ribs and cornbread. That sounds pretty good. I could go for that right now. Dude, I would eat an MRE right now. I just don't have any. Otherwise, I would.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
See, I like how they have that guy with the sword in there. Like, that's pretty good. Then, yeah, so there is a terminal. I feel like I got this one. It's a pretty easy one. Now, I gotta say, I don't like the new sound effects for... Oh, boy. I can't change... Alright. That's a lot of dudes. Alright, so you can't actually change the angle. You can't change the angle of the third person. I kind of wish you could, but I don't think you can. I think you're basically stuck with this angle, because it would be cool if you could, like, you know, swap, you know. Like I said, right now, we are prepping for Gears of War right here. You know, that's what we're doing right now.
Engaging the unclean!
All right.
Sneak attack!
Contact.
All right. What's over here? Oh, okay, it's just a back area, that's it. I don't remember all these corridors being open like this, but, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they were always like that. Now, let me see if I could actually show you guys what I'm talking about with the auto-aim. If you haven't experienced it for yourself, that is. Ooh, what's up with this battle rifle? Oh, wait, oh, yeah, no, I did swap the skin, I thought. Oh. So if I shoot the thing on the brute's chest, it sends him into a frenzy, is that right? Alright, so I actually feel like the game is doing it less than it was when I was in first person. Is that auto aim that I told you guys about that really kept fucking me up?
There's one last lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard before it launches.
All remaining combat.
All right. Yeah, man. See, like, for me, it would have been so cool to see the skins in the cutscenes. That's the whole... Now, that's actually something I loved about Halo Reach, is when you customized your Spartan, you saw your Spartan flawlessly in the campaign with whatever armor you had on, the whole thing. And that's what I loved about that game. Like, I could be Noble 6 with Gungnir armor doing my thing. And that, to me, that was something special. That's what I enjoyed. So it's kind of annoying, the fact that they don't have that. You know what I mean? That's not in the game. I don't know. Definitely really shitty. But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. You know? It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, you know, all in all, right? I think we get the point. Campaign Remix is pretty fucking cool. I mean, I think that this is cool. You know what I mean? Like the fact that, you know, you have the flood and these new, you know, now I'm actually kind of curious. See, now, now this has me curious, man. Now, listen, we're not going to do the whole campaign on Remix. But you could. I'm just kind of curious what this part is, because now there's some vehicles involved.
Chief,
so,
can you hear me?
I'm kind of curious if they changed up
right?
anything like that.
Move. The others, the impact.
All right, I'm actually kind of.
There's nothing we can
Oh,
do.
yep, there we go. I was gonna say, I'm like, you know, they should really give you like some snipers or some shit. There's a sentinel beam, sentinel beam, snipers. Oh, now actually, I want to show you guys. If you did not know, this actually really annoyed me. I found out when I played on my very first day of playing. If I go over here. Maybe not there. Hold on. If I go all the way down here, right, which you guys can see here clearly, right, there is a way down, right, and I go over here. Return to the battlefield. Why are we doing that? Like, why is this game basically telling you, oh yeah, no, dude, you're going way too far. You gotta turn around. Like, what's up with that? Like, why? You know, and my thing is that I have not encountered that on any other level besides this one. You know what I'm saying? So, very odd to me. Alright. Now, what actually I am curious about is if I could commandeer a Banshee and then use it throughout this entire mission. So, let's see if we can trigger the Banshee real fast. I want to have him come in. Because at some point, if you keep fucking around... Yeah. I was going to say, if you keep fucking around down here...
I recommend immediate evasion.
I'm kind of curious what comes out of the Covenant dropship. Oh god, yo, that's a lot of dudes. Look, you see that? Yo, that's a lot of motherfuckers. Oh shit, look at this. Dude, that's a lot of guys. Now, hold on. So you're saying, yeah, if I shoot him in the chest, he's gonna attack his own boy here. Uh-oh. Huh. Alright. Wait, now, where'd the gold guy go? Damn, bro, he's juking. He's fucking juking, dude. And these are the... Wait, so these are the elites and shit in the new missions? I mean, they're pretty fucking fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's... Yeah, if they put the fucking spiker in this game, they should have just put the brute shot in this game, too. You know what I'm saying? Like you already went this far, you might as well. Like, why not? Like, how would it have broken the game any more than it already is? You know what I'm saying? Alright. Let's actually see if we can get these Banshees. I'm kind of just curious. But see, this is pretty fun, though. Like, I could see me playing with 3 of my friends and just having a fucking great time doing it. And that's what this game really should have been. This should have been a celebration of Halo on new engine.
Warning,
you know, clearly a tech demo. You know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't have made it seem like it was going to be anything more than just a tech demo. I wish they would get a little closer. Let me see if I can get a fucking plasma pistol. We got Flood instead. Why have grunts when you could have fucking Flood? Now, another thing that... Oh, look at this. Sentinels. Now, another thing, though, that they could have done to make this just a little bit more interesting is, they could have had, the ability to make it nighttime all the time. Oh. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if it could be night, and you could just play through the whole campaign at night. Same campaign, same everything, just instead of the daytime, it's nighttime.
I'm reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if
that would have been a really fucking cool thing, and it's a shame that they didn't do it.
We're pinned down by a large Covenant force. We would appreciate any assistance. Contact! Covenant dropship down there!
That's the thing, man. You know, again, like, the new Johnson voice is just, it's so disappointing. And again, it has nothing to do with that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got nothing to do with that guy. The guy who fucking played his voice was just directed in a terrible, terrible way. Like, they could have done so much more with him, and they didn't. Ooh, shotgun and a magnum? Alright. Well, I'm gonna grab the magnum, just because we gotta snipe a few dudes.
Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship heading in. Over here!
Covenant dropship headed in over here. It's like, dude, we're back in fucking Brooklyn. Hey, yeah. You know, we got a Covenant dropship over here. You know, can you just, like, get over here? Shoot some shit? Uh-oh. Oh, goddamn. Yo, do they just drop off fucking Giga Chads every time, man? Every time they fucking drop people off, they're all fucking Giga Chads. Actually, no, Giga Chads, that's more like the fucking Ultras, man. The Ultras are the fucking Giga Chads. Oh. Well, it's not good that I broke fucking formation here, because now they're going to be dropping off more dudes. At least they dropped off some good guys. You know what I mean? Like this is much more challenging than what they would have done. So, you know, man, oh. Alright. It's pretty cool. We traded blows. Not bad. I didn't even think you could do that. So it's kind of cool that you can do that. Ah, these are some standard dudes here. See, there's that fucking auto-aim, man. But like I said, it's not as prevalent, though. No, it's still there. It's still there. That's the one thing. The auto-aim just really kills the vibe. Because then it doesn't allow me to just, you know, aim where I want. And that's, you know, obviously you're using a controller, you know, like you can't just, you know, make people aim wherever they want all the time because it's a controller. It's not like super precise. But I would think that I'm pretty fucking precise when it comes to this shit. So it's kind of annoying that they don't let you just fucking aim. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, what are you gonna do? See, thankfully they didn't drop off too many guys there. You know what would be cool is if they dropped off a Scorpion tank for me. I don't know if this is the last one. You know what? Like, with this skin, if you sprinted, it would have been cool if, again, like, if the jets did something. Oh, wait, those are fuel rods. I thought that they were charging at plasma pistols.
Somebody's on fire.
I mean, I'm getting used to the third person. It's definitely jarring, though, in close quarters. Which, I actually don't mind. I think that that's a pretty good... Oh, that looks so cool. Ah, there they are. I was gonna say, man, they gotta give us some fucking hunters, you know? Oh, actually... Oh... Yeah, watch out, guys. We got some motherfuckers coming. I want to shoot the fucking thing on his chest. Have him go ballistic. Oh, I saw that shit coming. Saw that shit coming. Can I only shoot it with a fucking sniper, though? I don't know. There they are.
This is Pelican Echo 419. Anybody read me? Repeat. Any UNSC personnel respond.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can you actually fucking... Oh, it's a shotgun.
Roger, Fire Team Charlie. Good to hear from you. I'm on my way.
Alright.
Hey, snap out of it.
Oh, shit. Ah, damn. Yeah, I should really try switching the graphics, though, from quality to performance. I'm just kind of curious how much smoother it is.
This is Pelican Echo 419. Anybody read me? Repeat. Any UNSC personnel respond. Roger, Echo 419. This is Fire Team Charlie. We read you. Is that you, Crowhammer? Roger, Fire Team Charlie. Good to hear from you. I'm on my way.
Give me that fucking needler. There we go. Worm tanks, they call them. Oh. Alright. I'm having my fun, but... Alright. I'm having plenty of fun, but we gotta get a little bit more serious here.
This is Pelican Echo 419. Anybody read me? Repeat. Any UNSC personnel respond. Roger, Echo 419. This is Fire Team Charlie. We read you.
I try and fucking fight them from up here.
Roger, Fire Team Charlie. Good to hear from you. I'm on my way.
Where's that elite? I was gonna say, we gotta get fucking serious here. Oh. Alright, cool. Nice. Like I said, sometimes, guys, you just gotta fucking get serious. Alright. Let's grab a shotgun. Yeah, man. No, I mean, listen, like I said, I'm liking it. I think it's cool.
More lifeboats. They're coming in fast.
Where does arm
Those
go?
lifeboats make it down. The Covenant are going to be right on top of them.
Did I blow his arm off?
We need you to disengage your Warthog. The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers. Roger, Cortana.
Alright, what we got over here?
Can you spare a few minutes?
Sentinel beam. You know, Sentinel beam's alright. Oh, by the way, guys, do not get inside of this fucking... if you get inside the Pelican, it's just going to fly off. And it's going to drop you off. If you watch my first episode, drop me off all the way up on top of the mountain.
Transport them to safety.
I mean, kind of cool, but also kind of like, you know, what the fuck, bro? Really? You know? Alright.
Survivors will probably...
Well, obviously, you know, Warthog driving. See, it would be kind of funny if when you put the third person mode on, the vehicles were all first person. Like you like flipped it. That would be actually pretty funny. I think. I mean, you know, maybe not for you, but I think that would be hilarious.
Not a natural formation.
Yeah, no shit.
Someone built it.
This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it.
I've hacked into the Covenant
Thanks,
battle
Cortana.
network. They're actually broadcasting tactical data.
Never would have
on
guessed.
unrelated channels. We should show them who they're dealing
Oh,
with.
look at that.
Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom.
They
system.
actually...
Chatter.
They made the Marines actually go, woohoo,
This
yeah!
collapse in their security is promising. I should be able to analyze their defensive systems. I'll
That was
alert
another
you when
thing,
I
is
find
that the Marines are Yep, I keep forgetting that, it's randomized enemies.
Knowledge. Affirmative. What? Steady.
Oh. Yeah. Like I said, I keep forgetting that it's randomized enemies, man. Alright. You know what, we're gonna leave these guys up here. Oh. Huh, our guys are almost dead, huh? Oh. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, the fact that, you know, you start shooting at the fucking, you know... Only lets you fucking aim at the shields. Alright. Oh, God. There are so many guys. Like, look at all these fucking dudes. You know, those blue shield, say, the blue shield, jackals look a little different. Couldn't tell you why. They just do.
Located the bridge controls. They're on that ledge.
They look different. Maybe those are the new jackals? I don't know. But, yeah, you know, like I said, I'm not going to do this whole level here. I just kind of want to, you know, just see what the campaign remix thing is about. And to be honest, I do think it's really cool. See what I'm talking about, though? But, you know, again, all in all, it's pretty good. I know some people are complaining about, like, how there's no cutscene here to show the bridge. That is a pretty, like, key thing in Halo, is the fact that that's the first time you interact with a console, and, you know, it's one of those situations where you interact with it, and it's supposed to kind of tell you that, you know, hey, you've done this before, or for some reason you have access to it, but the aliens don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be that kind of thing, where it's in a way hinting that you are a Forerunner, or that the humans and the Forerunners are involved to some extent. So, but anyway, though, guys, I think that this is actually a pretty good place to end. You know, Campaign Remix seems really cool, so, you know, with that, I can maybe, you know, settle on, again, like, just thinking that, like, the game's good to a degree. If you're looking to play Halo in its purest form, I would say just get the Master Chief Collection. It's cheaper, you get more bang for your buck, and it's like the true unedited Halo games. 1, 2, 3, and Reach. And I think ODST's in there too. So, you know, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But in any case, though, I think that, you know, all in all, if you really want to play Halo, it's your first time getting into the series, don't get this game. Get Master Chief Collection, and then if you want to experience this game with some of the changes, some of the alterations, and, like, you know, just the fun, like, you know, because, like, look, this campaign remix thing is really fun. I will give it that. It's very fun. So if you want to play it, you know, and you want to play with your friends and just fuck around and have a good time, then yeah, by all means, I completely support you in getting this. But, you know, if you're new to Halo, don't get this game. You know what I mean? Don't get this game. Get, you know, and get Master Chief Collection. Just a lot more fun. And you get more bang for your buck overall, you know what I mean? But yeah. It would actually be kind of funny if the Covenant dropped off Flood, their dropship. I think that'd be hilarious. I'm actually just gonna go to this one here. Oh yeah, look at Flood. There we go.
Detecting marine IFF signals beyond that marker.
All right. But yeah, I do think that this is a good place to stop, though. I'll clear out this camp, and then we can get off. I'm just kind of curious what other enemies... Unless we got pretty much all of them. This brute is just kind of, like, chilling there. Damn, dude, they don't even flinch, these guys. Yo, no. Oh. Alright, well, I got disintegrated. This is a great place to stop. So, anywho, yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I love you all. Thank you for coming and joining me for this last mission here and just experiencing, like, you know, just, like, the final, you know, moments of Campaign Evolved. I think it was fun. If you liked my rant, let me know. If you didn't like my rant from before when the credits rolled, too bad. I'm the way that I am, that's it. But in any case, though, guys, if you want to see more, you know, feel free to stick around, say what's up, say hey, drop on in, drop on out, whatever you want to do. We are going to, I'm thinking about what I'm going to be putting out next. I would like to, because I purchased the behind the scenes stuff, I got to just check it out real quick and see what it is for this game, because I'd love to see it and kind of go over that with you guys, react to it a little bit, and just kind of break down certain things depending on what they have. But the next game I'm looking at is the new Star Wars turn-based tactical game. Oh, what the fuck is it called? Damn, why am I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Zero, what is it? Zero Company. Star Wars Zero Company. So I really want to play that. That looks pretty interesting. I don't know how good it's going to be, to be honest with you. But, you know, we'll check it out. Besides that, though, yeah, I mean, you know, we're going to just kind of switch up the content, you know, maybe revisit some old games. You know, I want to get back on maybe with some Monster Hunter, check that out. Maybe I'll hop back on Helldivers 2, check that out, see what's going on with that game. But in any case, though, that is for another day. Thank you to everybody who came along for the ride. I love and appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one. All right? Take care. Have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you might be. And, yeah. You know, good times. Good old Halo. Honestly, nothing better, man. Nothing better than Halo. All right. I just love the music. It's a good place to end. Okay, guys. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.